Hello, this is Dave Brooks. I'm the manager of conservation services at Spring Valley Nature Center, and we are here tonight on a beautiful April Fool's evening for our sunset fire and picnic on the prairie. And we have a sellout crowd tonight, as we expected, and everyone's, I think, ready to see a cool fire in just a little bit here. But for now, they are enjoying a picnic, a hot dog brat, whatever else they might have brought. And we're going to get started here in just a bit. But this is a program we do once a year, always in early April, and we just hope that the weather cooperates because it is very weather dependent. So, but you'll see more in just a bit. All right, we're here with a couple of our, two of our many burn volunteers who will be helping us out. Actually, one person is a paid staff person, but we have some volunteers that have been helping us do burns for many, many years. And then we have people who get to do it for the first time. So we have Lynn Eichenberry here on my left, who is a veteran of many fires. I think she was able to control all of them, as far as I know. And then we have Alexis, who is on our staff here, and you've helped with some burns, but this is your first night burn, right?
It is. I'm very excited.
So has Matt told you what you're going to be doing yet?
Yes, I will be on the backpacks this evening.
Okay. So that's heavy duty work on the backpacks. And Lynn, what job do you get tonight?
I'll be using what we call the flapper to help. You put it over the fire to stamp them and smother them.
Okay, important job too. We get a larger than usually required burn crew for this, just because it's at night and we have a lot of people here coming to watch. But it should be awesome. I'm going to give you guys just a quick little treatise, a little lesson on why we burn and why it's important and how it benefits the land here. So fire is something that is often thought of as destructive when we talk about wildfire, but in terms of ecology, in a place like Spring Valley, fire can actually be very beneficial. Fire is almost a natural occurrence. It's something that has been around for obviously a long time. And the landscape here in the Midwest is something we refer to as fire dependent, because they relied on fire to renew the landscape, to renew the plants each year. And the fires for thousands of years were actually set on purpose by the Native Americans, by the Indians who lived here for many generations before the Europeans arrived here in America. And they set those fires for a couple of reasons. One was to drive herds of bison and elk when they were hunting in the fall. And they also would use fire to clear the landscape of underbrush and vegetation. It just made it easier to travel. It also reduced the numbers of insects during the summer. And they also noticed that certain plants responded to the fire and they were more abundant. So in some of those plants, if they were used for food or for medicine, then the fire was just helping them to increase their supply of those plants. Fire, when it comes to plants like this here, like our prairie landscape, and a lot of the things that we're trying to restore and plant on the grounds here at Spring Valley, are native plants. They were native here to the Midwest. They're fire adapted, as I said, and they can handle being burned. A lot of these native plants have very extensive deep root systems that allow them to survive not only fire but our harsh, cold winters. So when fire sweeps across our native plants here at this time of year, it is not going to kill the plant. What it does is it burns off the top growth that is all dry and dead from last year, but the roots will survive. Unfortunately, most of our plants don't grow in a plastic pot, or else they would all melt like that one. So we need some fire suppression here on the pot. So that was our fire. Thanks for coming, folks. post-burn here inside the Nature Center, and I've got David and that's Arthur, right? And Arthur and Mariah, who's David's mother. Is this the first time you guys have come to see a burn here?
No. Absolutely. Well, yeah. It's really first time for us.
All right. Okay.
We're from Elk Grove Village.
Okay. All right. So you came from Elk Grove. So what did you think? Let's start with David. What did you think of the burn?
Really awesome, I'm telling you. It's like the coolest thing ever.
Coolest thing ever. And Arthur, was it kind of what you thought it would be, or was it even better?
It was even better, except not as good as what happened at my house when there was a bigger fire.
There was a bigger fire at your house?
Tails, with the cattails. Cattails was burning. I tried using a bucket, but then I had a good idea because firemen use hoses to put out fires. So I took my garden hose and sprayed water on the fire. Nobody thought of that but me.
Wow. So you've got experience. You know, we might need you when you're a little bigger to come help us out on some of these fires. What do you think about that?
Yeah, but when I grow up, I want to be a police officer.
Okay. Well, it sounds like you're getting some good training putting out fires because police officers sometimes need to help on those too. So Mariah, what did you think?
Yeah, it was awesome. It's for me actually it's first time here. Thank you so much. Those event is really very interesting, and so for the kids also. People are so nice and friendly. So thank you so much.
Sure. Oh, you're very welcome. We have great volunteers here. So did you guys, one last question. Did you learn anything that you didn't know about fire?
Yeah, that like only the roots survive.
So the roots live through the fire.
So the plants are like still alive, but like the bad stuff are like burned. So basically it saves nature.
Good. Well, I'm glad you were paying attention to my speech. So good, you were listening. So. All right, the smoke has dwindled away and the fire is out. Folks are moving to their cars slowly, and another sunset fire and picnic on the prairie has come to a close here at Spring Valley. As the frogs, you probably can't hear them, but the frogs are chirping out there in the marsh, hopefully happy that the fire is done with for one more year. It was a great program, a great event. People loved it, and the fire at dusk is always awesome. So hope you can come and join us next year for Sunset Fire and Picnic on the Prairie at Spring Valley Nature Center. See you around.